Breaking news out of the NFL, where the Buffalo Bills have released some encouraging news about Damar Hamlin. The Bills announced that Hamlin has, quote, shown remarkable improvement over the past 24 hours. Buffalo added that while Hamlin is still critically ill, he has demonstrated that he appears to be neurologically intact. Hamlin's lungs are continuing to heal and he is, quote, making steady progress. You see the tweet that was just released not too long ago by the Buffalo Bills, as we still look for the recovery from Hamlin to hopefully continue to make improvement as we've seen over the past few hours. Now joined by lead NFL insider Jonathan Jones. JJ, certainly great news to hear as we see the recovery of Damar Hamlin take a step in the right direction. What's next for the Bills here right now?
Well, it is a fantastic piece of news that we have right now on Damar Hamlin. And I think I've said this before on HQ, where we in sports are always looking for the immediate update on some of these sports-related injuries. And unfortunately, this is not one of those injuries, cardiac arrest, where you're just going to get an update an hour later, 2 hours later. I'd been told early on in this that it would be a matter of days rather than hours. And so here we are on Thursday, separated now 72 or so hours from the events of Monday night, and such great and positive news. I mean, what do we know about that situation was that he went into cardiac arrest on the field, and that CPR was administered for what seemed to be 9 to 10 minutes. And then he goes to the level 1 trauma center. And so the fact that a few days later, the signs from the medical professionals there are that he's neurologically intact, that is such a major bit of fantastic news. The fact that he is responsive in some way, again, incredible. Yes, still critically ill, still very much a serious situation, no doubt. But what this news does and what it allows for is for, first of all, his family and friends to be comforted by, no question about it, first and foremost, but also his teammates, those with the Buffalo Bills, that, you know, they're still scheduled to play a football game on Sunday against the New England Patriots. And it would have been impossible for them to play a football game today. You know, they couldn't practice yesterday. They held a walkthrough and closed off media. And so that they were able to get this positive news today. And I was able to report earlier that Damar Hamlin's father spoke with the team via Zoom and offered positive updates. One can assume very similar to the update that we just got from the Buffalo Bills via the physicians there at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, that they are able to move forward, that they are able to sort of refocus a bit. We've all been waiting on good news, on positive signs. And this, in my opinion, is the first real, truly, positive sign that we have of Damar Hamlin and his health.
Yeah, we still certainly hope for more progress over time. We've even seen, before that update came from the Bills, a few minutes prior to that, the Bills' rookie cornerback Kaiir Elam tweeted, "Our boy is doing better, awake and showing more signs of improvement. Thank you, God. Keep the prayers coming, please. All love, 3." So you know that team is certainly in a foxhole right now, hoping that their teammate, their brother, gets better. How do you think this might impact the team now, as, like you said, they're slated still to play on Sunday?
That's right. So they're scheduled to practice today. Again, they had a walkthrough on Wednesday, so they're finally going to be able to practice on Thursday. The plan right now is for them to speak with the media, and so we will certainly see if that plan holds later on today and get their thoughts, feelings, and emotions on the events over the last few days, and frankly, of the events that are going to be moving forward, whether they think they should or could resume the game against the Cincinnati Bengals, whether they are in the right headspace to play against the New England Patriots. I don't mean to speak for the Buffalo Bills, but I think that one could assume that with positive news, they would be comforted a bit more, that they could be able to focus a bit more on the task at hand moving forward on Sunday against the Patriots than without that sort of positive news that we have today. Still, the NFL has to decide what it is going to do with that Bills-Bengals game. I've been reporting for the last day plus that it is likely that the game will not resume, that it will not ultimately be played. Whatever that looks like in terms of a cancellation, whether it will be ruled a no contest or a tie, that is still to be determined. The league has to figure out the most fair and equitable way to handle this truly unprecedented situation. Never before in the modern NFL have teams played fewer games than other teams. That has never happened before. And so if that takes place, if you say these teams played 16 games and 30 teams played 17 games, you have to decide seeding based off of winning percentage. Or if you have this tie that essentially knocks out the Cincinnati Bengals from number one seed contention. So still plenty to get figured out, and it has to be figured out, I believe, by Friday, knowing that the weekend of games, the competitive balance will be impacted by it. But more so than anything else, obviously, first and foremost, the fact that the physicians believe that he is neurologically intact, Damar Hamlin, that there are positive signs that there is remarkable improvement, is such a great bit of news here on Thursday.
Jonathan Jones, yeah, like you said, most importantly, not to get lost in the watch here as we, look ahead to football, is the health and the status of Damar Hamlin, and we finally got some positive news as he recovers from that cardiac arrest. JJ, thank you very much. So yeah, that breaking news for you again one more time is the Bills announced that Hamlin has, quote, shown remarkable improvement over the past 24 hours, added that he is still critically ill, but he has demonstrated that he appears to be neurologically intact. Hamlin's lungs are continuing to heal, and he is, quote, making steady progress. So hopefully a step in the right direction that will be the one and first of many for Damar Hamlin, as the NFL and the Bills continue to throw all their love and support to Damar Hamlin. We'll have much more here on HQ coming up.